Here we are at the Punta Gorda Harescramble 2017. Getting ready to take off here on the bike. This was a not fun race for me. I actually had a small back procedure a couple days before this, so I had a bunch of stitches in my back. And I had to wear a smaller camelback because, you know, it was hitting the back, all kinds of fun stuff. But I managed to race anyway, and we're taking off. Fast start here. Just kind of open field sections. That's pretty much how this entire race was. This is not my kind of race, but making the most of it. Me and my stitched up back. Look how soft this stuff is. It just kind of bounces you around everywhere. It's ridiculous. Lots of open fields, not a lot of tight woods. There's some, but just not my kind of thing. Going around the corner here. I think I'm about third. Whoa, look at that guy. Jeff just making a move there where he can. All still pretty tightly packed together here as we're getting into whatever you want to call this. I guess you'd call it woods. It's more just like brush. I don't know. There's a couple cool creek crossings here. Going through the creek. Yep, see a guy fell down there. I took this really long, weird line for some reason. I think I lost one place by doing that. Put me back into third again. Or fourth, I'm not sure. I think third. So then now we're back into more fields. This is like going across the prairie land or something. It's really weird. Making a move there. And it looks super smooth, but it's not. It's a rough, awkward ground. It's just an uncomfortable riding experience for me. That guy in my class there, he's riding on fire right there. Pulling through, just tearing things up. Unfortunately for him, he'd have a crash later on and cause himself a lot of shoulder problems. So, best of luck, Chad, getting healed up. Backing through some more wood sections here. It's kind of weird, slick, off camber, weird stuff. It's fun. I enjoyed that part actually. Back through yet another water crossing. And then, now this is actual trees here, so now we're into some kind of wood stuff. Open trails, kind of nice. Yeah, not too bad. Chasing a guy in my class there, Ben. Whoa, look at that, getting sideways there, buddy. So now, I remember this part, I had a difficult time trying to get around him. You know, it's always the guys that, you know, when you're at a close speed in the same class, passing becomes very difficult, and of course they're not going to let you by. They're in your class, you're racing against them, so it's a difficult challenge. Remember, I tried a few different options, 2 different lines, pulling up. Okay, here's one going. Oh, it's not quite enough to make it happen there. I decided to stick right with him and just try to wait until he makes a mistake or does something, or I see an alternate line. Like this right here, I'm going to go right in between these trees. Whoa, that was a little close, I gotta say. I'm glad that worked out. Alright, back out into the fields, past somebody else, I don't know who they are, not in my class. Another water crossing. A little deep there actually, went over the top of the bars. Up to some more whoopy trails. I think they like to call this kind of trail canopy trail. I think it makes a difference. It's still trails. Very sandy trail here. Even the parts in the woods, they were still sandy. But very nicely marked. Back out into the safari section, or whatever you want to call this. Waiting for a giraffe or something to go running by. Now this went through near the parking area. You can see all of the campers and stuff there. And that's a lap. Back again through the field section where we started from. Back through the gate. And the soft stuff. Getting ready to pass this guy here. Up through the river. Water crossing, not a river. Take the inside line this time because I should have done that every other time. Back out through here through zebra territory and then into the woods again. And a red flag, something happened. I don't know what it was, but they did reroute the traffic all over the place. Alright, now we're back to that one big river crossing there. Somebody submerged to the right there? Was that what that was? Back to the whoops. These whoops got bad. Oh man. They ended up doing 4 laps on this track. and by the 4th lap, I was really ready for this race to be over. Especially with the stitches and everything, I was just done. Alright, so now we're back. Yep, there it is. There's another lap. Wasn't a big fan of this trail, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, look at that! You know what that was? Yeah, off to the right, that was New Dave. New Dave doing a little exploring. And this passed a guy on the left-hand side there. He was in my class. It happened too quick to see who it was. Back into the water again. Bike still submerged on the right. The rut's getting a little deep now. Just kind of doing my own thing here. Look, guy. Oh yeah, look at that dude. He's tossing his cookies. Another lap. And rough. Yeah, these were like 12 or 13 mile laps, something like that. They were just fast. So, you know, lots of speed, lots of high speed on the bike. Back through the gate again, guys collapsing everywhere. Very hot out during this race, and it was definitely a physical challenge. All the whoops, long, high speed, 2-hour race in the heat. Now this guy, look at this. He just stops right in the dead center of the trail. He's like, I'm done. Just go on. Going around me. I don't even care. This guy here, I'm trying to make the move on him. And I had a pretty clean pass line. He just... dude. Yeah, that kind of upset me because it's like, you know I'm faster and I chased you down. He's actually starts, you know, rows behind me. And, I lapped him around. And then he does that to me. So that was nice of him. So, back out in the field sections again. No, it would be considerate. I mean, if you see somebody chasing you down like that and they're that much faster, just let them go. You're going to lose a quarter of a second. Just let them go. You know, some guys, not saying me, but some people would end up racing you, which you don't want either because somebody gets somebody taken out. Oh my goodness, checkered flag finally. Thank God that thing was over. So everybody's over here. All groups of everybody complaining about survival. Anyway, that was the race. I hope you enjoyed it. Ended up getting a 3rd place, so not too bad. Not too bad for that race. And I'll see you on the next one.